Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Legacy United Monday night team call. This is March 7th already. I'm pretty excited about this. We have had an amazing launch with our 22-minute hardcore. I am so proud of you guys for that, and I just hope that you are continuing to rock it. I say this constantly, but I'm going to say it again. You guys, like whenever there's a new launch or whenever you're really promoting any kind of a challenge group, any kind of a program, a new program, you cannot base a launch or tell whether or not it's super successful right off the bat. Okay, so stay consistent with everything that you do for a good 2 to 3 solid weeks. All right, you cannot just do it like post on Facebook 2 or 3 times and be like, oh, bummer, nobody joined my challenge group. All right, you cannot do that. You have to keep consistently posting about it, and then say, like, I'll even use myself for an example. I didn't get that as many people into my March 7th challenge group as I thought that started today. So you know what? I pushed it back, and we're going to start our workouts on the 14th so I can promote and keep talking to people this week. It happens to all of us. So make sure that you're just, you're focused and just getting to Success Club. My tip is always to aim to get to Success Club before the 15th of the month. Knock it out early. Get your challenge groups up and running. So that's my little tidbit of advice for you guys on that. So good job with the launch. Our quick announcement. So your Success Club 5 or higher this month, your reward, your prize from Beachbody is going to be the Beachbody Performance Sampler Pack. So you guys have not gotten a chance to try the Beachbody Performance line, this is a perfect opportunity. Or maybe you're like me and you have it on Home Direct, because I get it every month. I love it and I use it religiously. This could be a giveaway that you give to a new coach who signs up on your team, or something along that line that you could use it as a prize giveaway for someone else. So aiming for that Success Club 5 benchmark, definitely keyed and something that you want to do. Let's go over here. Super Saturday. You are going to hear me talking about this consistently now through the next month, because you all need to mark this on your calendar and get to a Super Saturday. They're going to be all over the United States and Canada, all right, guys? And it will be the weekend of April 2nd. Ours down here in Gulfport is going to be Saturday, April 2nd, starting at 10 a.m., all right? Here's our little image for it. We are pounding the pavement. We are inviting all of you to come join us in Gulfport. It would be awesome to have as many Legacy United coaches as we can down here with us. But again, if you're not local or you can't make the trip, then make sure that you go on the Team Beachbody website. Right here, you can go right to this little link here, tbbcoach411.com/Super Saturday, and you can find a location near you. Get registered, get there. These events are so important for you to get there. Bring some challengers, bring your new coaches, okay? These are just really fun events to go to. So you'll hear me talking about that as well. Next is our team leader, team builder, business starter shout out. Oh my gosh, I was blown away, you guys, doing this leaderboard today. So proud of all of you on this list. This is by far the biggest leaderboard for team leaders, team builders, and business starters that I've had so far. So it's just very humbling, and just, really just sat back tonight as I made this board and I was like, wow. Look at all of these amazing leaders just taking charge. You guys are changing lives, and to watch you grow your teams and help your challengers and running these challenge groups, it's truly amazing to see it all come into play. So great job, you guys. I'm so excited to watch you grow. Next is our just a little slide as just a reminder for your Power Hour checklist. Make sure that you have your Power Hours scheduled into your calendar. If you're a new coach on here, first time, and you're like, what is a Power Hour? Make sure you talk to your upline, your sponsor coach, whoever signed you up. Check in our big team page, Legacy United. I have so much information in there for you guys in the file section. But basically, your Power Hour is just time that you set aside to build new relationships, to invite people, 3 to 5 people a day, to your upcoming challenge groups, to talk to 2 to 3 people a day about the business opportunity that we have here with Legacy United within Team Beachbody. And really, it's just your chance to lead by example, to share what you're doing with your workouts, and just expose yourself for growth and for opportunities. So I'll be sure this is actually posted in our photo section of our big team page. But I really like this little quote that I put next to it: don't get sidetracked by people who are not on track. Because so many times, you're just like, oh, well, so-and-so isn't doing this, or, maybe you get a success partner who ends up quitting. And I see this all the time. Don't feel like you have to just keep going down that path. You guys are made for so much more. Rise above, run with the runners, set your goals, and just really focus on where it is that you're going. And no matter what, you're digging in the trenches, and you are making your business a priority, and you're going far, all right? So you team up, you rally together, and that's one thing that I can say about me and my business over the last close to 3 years now, is I've handpicked my success partners, and I make sure that I'm surrounding myself with the people who I want to be like, and that I aspire to be like at that point in my business at where they're at, that certain number of time ahead. So, I know that I want to continuously grow and be a better leader and just move forward every single day. So I'm surrounding myself with people who are doing the same, all right? So I just want to mention that to you guys too. You have so much to look forward to, so much to do in this business. Make sure that you are spending your time doing your power hour, rising above, setting those goals, and just moving forward. It's super awesome. And then by doing that, just focusing on your challenge groups right now. We started our Legacy United team-wide 22-minute hardcore lunch group today. Everyone's email who is in our sign-up sheet, I have sent the email to, because I'm just plugging it into the My Challenge group tracker. That is amazing. Take the time to go and learn that app. I took about 20 minutes one day, and I just sat down and I played with it. I sent myself some emails so I could see what it looked like what my challengers were getting. And I'm telling you, this is the next best thing to MyFitnessPal or anything like that. You can go in there, you can schedule your posts. It's truly an awesome app that we have. So get in there. If you have not signed up yet for our team-wide challenge group, go put your name and your email address into that document, please. And I will be sure to send you an email. We're just kicking off with, just a little bit of getting to know you and stuff. So it's not too late to go in there and put your name in there this week, and we'll get you plugged into that. And then really, I hope that you've all set your challenge group dates when they're going to start this month. You should all be running a challenge group at least once a month. When I was a new coach in my first year, sometimes I would partner up with different coaches and run 2 or 3 challenge groups a month, just because, maybe I would have the first week of the month, I'd have one challenge pack. So that was one person that I needed to get into a challenge group. But then I didn't get to Success Club. Maybe 2 weeks later was then whenever I was selling 2 more challenge packs. So I needed to help those 2 people get into a challenge group. So I was just kind of basing it off of the demand. So you know what? Setting your dates, again, like I mentioned, and just making sure that you have all of your challengers plugged into a challenge group. Make sure you're doing that, and helping them get those results, because that is our job for sure. And really, that's it for the announcements. I posted a little video that I did in Legacy United this afternoon, whenever it was, that I've been doing our once a week little video. So I hope that you guys check that out. And without further ado, I am going to stop my screen share. And let me see here. I think I froze. Hold on just a second. There we go. All right, so I'm going to stop my screen share, and I am going to pop this over to Jen Guthrie, and she is going to take over. I'm going to do a quick little intro, though. So Jen is my personally sponsored coach. She is a 2-star Diamond Premier Coach, 2015 Premier Coach. She has only been in this business for about 15 months. She signed up in November of 2014 with me. And you know what? Jen has been my no excuses. She hit the ground running, and she just figures stuff out. So I'm going to let her tell you her story and just run with it. Jen, you're unmuted.
Yay! All right. I'm so excited to see you guys all here tonight. And a lot of you are familiar, and there's a few of you that I haven't had the opportunity to meet yet. So I'm excited to talk to you. And I see a lot of brand new coaches on here. And let me start out by saying, do not be intimidated or overwhelmed by the information I'm sharing tonight. But at the same time, it is information that is useful to a coach, no matter if you've been coaching for 2 days or 2 years. So as Val said, I started coaching about 1.5 years ago. I am a full-time teacher, and the most common question I get is, how do you do this business while working a full-time job? So I'm going to go teacher mode on you guys for a second. Wave at me, raise your hand. How many of you work a full-time job outside of this business? Okay, great. That's awesome. So before I get started, one thing you need to know about me is I am the red personality. If you're not familiar with that personality, you can look it up on the colorcodes.com. How many blues do we have if you've taken that? Blues, yellows? Awesome. Some yellows, white. We have a few white. Awesome. So we have a good mix in here. I'm telling you I'm red because I'm very straightforward with what I say. So you can't, I'm not an extremely emotional or feely person. So you can't be emotional about the things I'm going to say. I'm going to get real with you because that's what the people ask for, real talk. So I'm going to give some real talk here. Okay. So all of you who raised your hand and said, I work a full-time job. The first thing you need to do to be seriously successful in this business is get over the fact that you're busy, because I'm busy too, and Val is busy, and every single one of us on here is busy. So that excuse has officially gone out the window. So if you need to throw it out yourself, go ahead and do that. You need a little demonstration, because when I started, I held myself back, sitting here pouting, saying, I'm too busy. And I'm busy. I'm not writing off your full-time job or writing off the fact that you're busy. But I'm saying that it can be done in 3 simple vital behaviors that we teach you about every single day. So with that being said, we're not thinking about how busy we are. We're just focusing on the business. So I'm going to share my screen. So give me a second. Let me pull up my slides. All right. Let me move this down a little bit. Okay. So Jen Guthrie, who am I? You can go to my Facebook page and you will know automatically just from looking at the post from the past week that I am a wife, a doggy mom, Southern girl, teacher, clean eater, and funny. This is my brand. So the first piece of advice I'm going to give you, if you have never written out a list of 5 things that define you, I'm challenging you to do that tonight, because guess what? My team is made of wives or younger girls, graduate students, doggy moms, teachers, Southern girls, clean eaters, and funny people, because the people who are attracted to me are similar to me. So that saying that Val says your vibe attracts your tribe, that is so true. You are going to draw people to you that are like you. So how do we do this when we're so busy worrying about our jobs? Simple. Your 3 posts each day need to be targeted at you, just like you're talking to yourself. So when I craft a post on Facebook, I think, is this going to be appealing to a younger girl? Because that's me. Someone who loves animals, maybe is a Southern girl. So when I do my post about teasing my hair, guess who I'm appealing to? The other Southern girls out there. So I'm speaking to myself when I craft a post, because I'm not throwing targets all over the place trying to just hit something. I'm throwing straight at the bullseye. So when you're crafting a post, make sure it falls in those 5 lines that describe yourself. All right, so that's a little bit about me and my Facebook page. So the things I'm going to talk to you about tonight are resources, backwards priorities in your business, and quality posting. And I have some slides for you guys to take notes, and I'm sure we'll upload this it's not a long slideshow, but we'll upload it into the team page when we're finished. All right, so you want to be a successful Beachbody coach while working full-time. Resources, you have to use them. Every single day I see coaches asking questions and not sure of what to do. And that's okay, because I was there too. I messaged Val like every 10 seconds when I became a coach. But what I was doing to myself was creating a lack of resourcefulness. So here's something I want you to write down. The people who fail in this business do not fail because of a lack of resources. They fail because of the lack of resourcefulness. So what I'm saying is they are not using the resources that are being given to them. And I know we can all relate. How many times do we say, here's a Coach Basics guide, or here is a challenge group guide, here is an FAQ to answer your question. And then it's like teaching school. Someone asked that same question that day. As a teacher, all right, everyone, come in the room, take out your morning work and your pencil. Miss Guthrie, what am I supposed to be doing? It's the same thing. I just gave you the resources. You just have to be resourceful and use them. So the next thing, set your business hours. If you're working full time and you're doing this on your lunch break and every 5 seconds, you are going to do nothing but overwhelm yourself. So I'm going to talk to you about how to set that power hour and that business hour and keep your job and Beachbody separate so that the two don't collide and stress you out. Number 3, getting our priorities straight in this business. So let's look at topic 1, resources. Some of you may not be familiar with the resources that you have. So here they are. Online office training. If you go in your Coach Online office, there is a tab called News and Training. There's information on every single product that Beachbody offers that you can go in and find resource after resource on. There is new coach training. If your upline doesn't show you a lot of support, you can find everything right there. There are team pages. You have an upline coach. Not only that, if they don't support you, you have an upline diamond coach. And if they don't support you, you have an upline star diamond coach, an upline superstar diamond coach, and the list goes on and on and on. There is always someone that you can connect with and talk to that is going to be willing to work with you and help you. There's group training. All too often, we open up these phenomenal training groups with resources and inviting tips and social media tips, but nobody uses them. And I don't understand, because the second I decided to really invest, I didn't participate in Coach Basics. I'll be the first to say it. Val knows I didn't participate in it. But once I decided to use the resources that were being handed to me, this business became a lot easier. I became a lot more effective with the little time that I have to work this business, and I was able to duplicate that process to my team. TeamLegacyUnited.com. You can go there. Password is Anchor. Anything you could ever want, from a challenge group guide to a 10-day to Emerald guide to a how to interview a challenger guide. Everything is there for you. Just all you have to do is go there and look for it. Coach Breaking News, FAQs, YouTube, Google, seriously, all of these resources can 100% answer your questions. All you have to do is look for them. And of course, if you can't find something in particular, you always can go to your coach. And if your coach doesn't respond, go to your upline, go to Val, go to somebody, because we want you to succeed in this business. All right, let's talk about prioritizing your business. Success Club, that is it. Now, this took me a long time to grasp. I've always hit Success Club. I've actually never missed a month of it, because that's what Val told me I had to do when I signed up. Hit Success Club every month, so I did it. But what I think a lot of people don't understand is that's it in this business. And I'm going to do some real talk here. If you're not hitting Success Club, you really don't have a business. That is your job, to hit Success Club 5. Don't overcomplicate it, because complexity is the enemy of success. Thinking you have 5 million things to do and 5 million calls to get on and all of these scripts and all of these groups. Keep it simple. You help 3 people a month. If you're not ready, or you don't have time to hit Success Club 10, guys, that's okay, but you have to hit 5 to move your business forward. This is actually Bonnie Ingles' Success Club wheel. This is how she runs her entire business. You hit Success Club, you recruit a coach, teach them to hit Success Club, help them hit Success Club, and then do it again the next month. And my team is probably laughing, because I don't know if I've ever shared the wheel with them, but they know that once I hit Success Club, early in the month, the rest of my month is dedicated to helping them hit Success Club, because I know for them to move forward, I have to play a part in helping them get there. And they know. They got a message this morning from me that said, all right, guys, my focus is on you now. You have to message me and tell me how to help you. So that brings me back to resourcefulness. Your coach wants to help you. Your coach wants to work with you. But if you never communicate with them what you're struggling with, you have to remember that they're not a mind reader, and they have a big team to take care of. And I hope that my team, and I know Val's team, knows that anything that they come to me with, I'm going to answer as soon as I have a second to do it. So if Success Club is not your first priority, it needs to be. I was on a call the other night, and I heard a lot of coaches stressing, like hardcore stressing about going diamond. Okay, diamond is very important, but there's no point in going diamond if you're not hitting Success Club. Success Club comes first. You hit Success Club, you teach your team to hit Success Club, the rank will come in time. But if you are a coach and you're trying to get a diamond rank and you have a family member here and you're trying to help keep their accounts active, and I know some of you do this, not everyone does this, but some of us do, and then we get stressed out on this side trying to keep this. If you just teach your team to hit Success Club, you won't have to worry with any of that, and the rank will come naturally, and then they will build their rank, and so on and so on and so on. It's the Success Club wheel. So strip away all the fluff and just focus on Success Club. I'll tell you the truth. This is why I've been able to be successful while working a full-time job, because a lot of people think that teachers work 7 to 3, and that's simply not true. Teachers work on weekends, they work nights, they work over the summer, they work over spring break. It's a 24/7 job, especially a classroom teacher. You're texting parents all night. I know you are, because I see my friends doing it. So if you're worried and spending your time trying to do all of these groups that you believe are going to help get you somewhere, but you haven't hit Success Club, I'm telling you, just leave those to the side and hit Success Club. And I know I'm sounding like a broken record now, but I've made these mistakes. I put myself in like 5,000 groups thinking they were going to move my business forward. But at the end of the day, none of that was worth it until I hit Success Club. So I really hope that you can strip away all of that and just focus on this one important thing. And then once you hit it, help your team hit it. And then once they hit it, they're going to help their team hit it, and so on and so on and so on. And that's what builds a legitimately solid business from the ground up. All right. Social media. Consistency is the secret to success. We hear it all the time. It's like a broken record. But as in my 15 months as a coach, I can sit here and tell you that I've never missed 3 posts a day, ever. Not one day has gone by where I have not posted 3 times. And you know what? Sometimes nobody visits my page. Sometimes I think I have a great idea and it's not a great idea. I do all calls to challenge groups and get no messages. I recruit coaches for my team and have months where no one's interested. I message people, invite people every day, and sometimes I get no response. So what you need to realize is that's okay, but you're still doing it and you're being consistent and you're not giving up. And that's what's going to accumulate over time and bring you that success in the future. Because I can sit here and tell you that the coaches joining my team now and the challengers signing up with me now told me no 15 months ago when I first started. But because they saw my consistency and that I was serious about this, that's what drew them to me. They develop a trust with you. So that 3 posts a day and that consistency is not just us saying, shoot a post out there and say you did it. That's not it, guys. It's your business. So 3 quality posts that relate to your niche. That relates back to the exercise we did earlier. I can pull up mine really quick and show you how I posted to my niche today. 1 second. Let me pull it up. All right. So this morning I did a post about body image because a lot of young girls struggle with body image. A lot of any women of all ages struggles with body image. So that was my post this morning. My second post was about coffee because I'm pretty sure my whole team has that butt first coffee shirt. So obviously my coffee posts have some kind of vibe for my long. None of them took me longer than 5 minutes to type up really quick. So if you feel like you're overwhelmed spending time trying to come up with this story for every one of your posts each day, guys, you are going to get overwhelmed and you are going to feel like you're drowning. Something as simple as slapped on some lipstick just in time to get out the door for work today. How many of you can relate to that? Everybody, okay? And so can they. You want to draw people who are not a part of the Beachbody community to your page, and just being a real person is going to do that. All right, inviting with confidence. Let me pull up this full screen so I can see you guys a little better. How many of you feel like you invite with confidence? I'm going to actually stop my screen share because I want to see. Wave at me, raise your hand. Teacher Guthrie over here. Okay, If you feel like you're inviting with confidence, then that's awesome. If you feel like you're not inviting with confidence, let me give you a few examples, because I can sit here and look you in the eye and tell you I'm not confident when I recruit for my team, but I'm never going to let the person on the other side of the screen know I'm not confident when inviting them to my team. I'm not going to send a message that's like, this is how I used to do it. Okay. Hey, I know this is random, and but I'm a beach body coach, and have you ever thought about being a coach? If not, it's okay. Like, no pressure. I'm just wondering. That was me for the longest time, sending messages like that. And then I went to the NLC conference. I came home. I sent 10 messages. I said, and I found people who I really wanted to work with. One of them's on here. Where's Crystal at? I'm going to shout you out, Crystal, man. I was like, man, I want her on my team. She can bring something to the table. And I messaged her and I told her that. I said, hey, Crystal, you're rocking the challenge group. Have you ever considered being a coach, because your spunk and charisma are just awesome and you would inspire so many people? Crystal, does that make you want to join my team? Yeah, there she is sitting down there, because I just told her why I thought she would be good at it. So again, complexity is the enemy of success. Just tell someone why you want them on your team. Tell them that they'd be good at it. Kate up there, Kate Phillips, she's been rocking a challenge group for over a year and finally decided to be a coach. And I've been dying for her too, but I don't want to bug her. Winking at you there, Kate. But I knew she had something to bring to the table. So when we finally got to talk about it, it worked out great. Now, Alden's a different story. Alden is my rock star diamond coach over here. I did not talk to Alden because I was too afraid, because I'd only been a coach for 2 months. So I didn't ask her, and I snuck her into a what is coaching sneak peek and didn't tell her about it. And I just really lucked out because I was too scared to tell her, honestly, that I thought she would be good at this. But here she is. Okay, so you have to dig deep and just tell someone the truth. Why do you want them on your team? It's okay to do that. And at the end of the day, the worst they can do is say, no, I'm not interested. But at least you told them the truth. Okay, so your coach saw something in you, and that's why they invited you here. So it's about having that inner confidence. And I can tell you now, when I send those messages, I feel great about it and I feel confident about it. I've practiced it enough to where now it's just like the normal routine. Same with when you're inviting to challenge groups. I used to apologize, like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to bug you, but we talked a while back and I think you'd be really great and you'd really like it. No, not anymore. I say, hey girl, I know we talked a while back, would love to have you in March. Let me know if you're interested. That's all I say. I don't beg them to join anymore, and that sense of urgency has helped me a ton. So if you can take anything away from this call, I hope that you will add some confidence in your invites. Go back and read them and say, would I join what she's asking me to join? Read them to yourself. Send them to another coach. I know my team, we have a group feed where we share screenshots. We're like, all right, help me come up with a confident response to this message, because it's learning. It's a learning process. Someone is teaching you how to do this, and you can always ask for help. I feel like so many of us struggle because we're too afraid to go to our coach and say, I don't know what to say to this. That is perfectly acceptable to ask your coach about, because conversations are a learning process. All right. SMART goals. Every day, especially if you work a full-time job or not, you need to have 3 goals, 3 things you're going to accomplish that day that are going to move your business forward. And I'm talking about tiny things. I'm not saying hit Success Club in one day. I'm saying message 3 people hello that day. I'm saying do your 3 posts that day. I'm saying create a Pick Monkey invite for your challenge group that day. Those 3 tiny things are going to accumulate at the end of the week to something bigger than that. So just 3 baby steps. SMART goals are, I always forget this. Alden will have to help me because I do this all the time. SMART goals, small, manageable, attainable, realistic, and in a time constraint. That's what that means. So setting a realistic goal. If I'm a coach for one day, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to be a diamond coach in 1 week. Because maybe you could do it, but are you going to have like a super solid business? I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure it happens sometimes. But an attainable goal would be, I'm going to message 5 people today. So if your focus is not just on these tiny steps, you are going to be overwhelmed and you are going to be stressed out. So 3 baby steps I take every single day. I invite 3 people with confidence. I do 1 post that shows me being a product of the product. The rest are all like more relatable to my niche. And 3, I do personal development every day. How many of you can honestly say you do personal development every single day without a doubt? That is awesome. I'm so thankful to see so many hands raised, because I didn't for a long time. pause. Have you guys caught the vibe that I'm telling you all of the things I messed up on in the beginning yet? I hope that you've caught on to that. I didn't do it because I was like, I don't need that. I'm so happy and perky and fun. I don't need personal development. But I did. And it's Holly's laughing because she knows that I totally am like that. But I did need it. I needed it to get my mind in the right place, because for my personality type, which is red or blue or yellow, whatever you are, you have your own struggles. I struggle with all kinds of anxiety. This business gives me anxiety on a daily basis. I call Val every morning and tell her all about it. But you know what I don't do? I don't post on Facebook about how it gives me really bad anxiety sometimes, because that's not everyone's struggle. That's my personal struggle. I don't ever tell my team, hey guys, I'm really struggling today. Can't help you. I don't ever tell my challengers, oh, hey guys, I'm not feeling it right now. Not going to help you. But the truth is, guys, there are days where you feel like that, and it's perfectly acceptable. And when you do, you have to take ownership and pick up that personal development book and know when you need to step away from the computer and invest in yourself for a few minutes, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. If your cup is not full to the top, then you have nothing to pour. And I hope that speaks volumes to you, because for a long time before coaching, I tried to fill everyone's cup and make everyone happy. But what I wasn't doing was taking 10 minutes a day to fill my own and make sure I had that flowing from within me first. So always take that time for your personal development. And I know I'm all over the place. I'm trying to give you like a ton of information in a short amount of time. All right, last thing I have. Recognize people for their success. If someone has one success club point on your team, you shout them out for that. Publicly, privately, shoot them a message, because that is a big freaking deal to have one success club point. If you don't feel like you're confident in yourself, you need to find what makes you confident in yourself. For me, I don't see Lisa on this call, right? It's like she might be and I can't see her on my screen. But I always tease my hair because it makes me feel freaking like a rock star. So I'm going to do it every single day. If red lipstick is your thing, slap it on there and tell people, this is what makes me feel good about myself. Because at the end of the day, you're here to make other people feel good about themselves by sharing what makes you feel good about yourself, pouring from a full cup. When my team hit Success Club, and a lot of them are on here, I'm telling them all my secrets. They're like, oh, this makes so much more sense now. When my team hit Success Club, one point, don't I freak out? Do you feel like I freak out, team? You can nod. Yeah, I freak out. And I message them, and I'm literally having a party in my kitchen table chair because they hit Success Club and they got a point, and they're rank advancing to Emerald, and now they're hitting Success Club again, and now they're success starters, and oh my gosh, my team is on fire because of this simple process called Success Club. Val's cracking up because I'm losing it over here a little, because I get so freaking excited. And I get so sad when I see coaches who think that they're not cut out for this, because you are on the edge of success, but you have to take the jump to get there. You understand? You can't wait around. Can't wait for someone to push you. It's not going to happen. You have to take that jump. You have to say, I'm not worried about her. I'm not worried about her. Not worried about her. Not worried about any of this. I'm worried about myself, where I want to be, why I signed up to do this, and I'm not going to stop. Okay? So with all of that said, the big secret to success is there is no secret. It all starts with you and why you're here and how far you're willing to go to get there. So that is all I have. And I will mute myself and let Val close up for the evening.
Does anybody have any questions for Rockstar Jen over there, who is fired up? You can either type them in the chat bar or unmute yourself. This is totally chill. Anything? I mean, Jen, you just nailed it. You nailed it. And I'm sitting over here laughing because your vibe attracts your tribe is exactly what she was talking about. And that is the energy that I have sitting in this chair every single flipping day that I'm working. And today I challenged myself to invite 20 people. Okay, that's out of my own comfort zone. I am the leader of this team, but 20 people to invite. Man, I was sweaty palms. I'm like, what if somebody tells me no? And I had 3 people say, no, do not contact me. I don't want that. But I also, in those 20 people, and there were 20 people that I messaged about the business opportunity, I had 4 of them message me back, and they're like, oh my God, thank you so much for messaging me. I follow you. I can't believe that you reached out to me. Yes, I want information. And guys, I stood up here And I'm like happy dancing, like high knees, like that energy that you just saw from Jen. That is me almost 3 years into this business every single day. Doing those leaderboards, every single one of you putting those names on that leaderboard, I am like happy dancing, and there is never a moment that I am not so grateful for every single person on this team. Like the energy that I get just from, seeing a name, I check every single day so I can see every person in my little back office where it says X number of coaches added to your organization. I look at that every day and I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are rock stars. Like, look at the growth that we have on this team. It is so mind-blowingly awesome because it started with me, with a decision to what Jen said, every single thing that she's saying. I had to get out of my own head. The person that I was 3 years ago, guys, you would not even recognize me because I was miserable. I made excuses. I used the busy thing constantly. Like she said, like I almost did not take a chance on this business because I was convinced that it was too good to be true and that I was not good enough to do anything. All right? I just made excuses for myself and I would validate them constantly. But finally, I picked up that personal development book and I said, you know what? I can help 3 people a month. I can do this. And with every message that I got with people turning me down and every message that I got with people blocking me or whatever, I learned that I wasn't going to quit. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to go back and I'm going to reread those messages that I was sending people. And what would happen if I would get that message? Would I respond? That's how I started to flip the switch. That's how I started to say, wait, I would probably block this person too. I would probably say, no, I don't want information because I was not sending a very sincere or genuine or, heartfelt message. I was unconfident. I was word vomiting on people with like books of messages. And that's just what I was doing. So, I just encourage you, just like Jen did. Like, I'm on fire now. Jen just has me fired up too because I loved the content of your call. You're just a great motivator, and I'm so thankful for you. And I just want you guys to go out there tonight. I hope you're fired up. Go send 5 messages. Go find your dream team. My list. Jen was saying you work from a list. So I wrote down every single morning, this is my list, okay? Like, I go through Facebook and I'm like, I want to, message, these are my dream team people. Like, these people are posting on Facebook. So I'm messaging them and I'm highlighting every single day. I just stick to my list. And then, like, Jen was talking about how she targeted Crystal. She's like, I want her on my team. That's what I do. So those 4 people who messaged me back today saying, yes, I want information about your team. Those are 4 people that I have been like, they're like me. Like they post like me. They would be great on Legacy United. So that's, I just get so excited. And I get so excited for my challengers who are rock stars and get results. And then they turn into amazing, amazing coaches. All right. There's never a right or wrong way. All right. Jen came into this for the business, not necessarily for a challenge group. And some of you are here because you got amazing results from your challenge group and you're like, heck yes, I can do this business. So just keep kicking butt, guys. That's all you can do. We're out to make a difference in this world. Jen, did you have something else to say? Were you raising your hand?
I was.
That's a high teacher.
I know, I can't help myself. Shannon asked me a question. She said, Jen, do you find times that work best for you to post despite the work day? Okay, so my work day, Shannon, and anyone else, I actually don't follow the Facebook trends as far as popular posts because I really can't. So here's what I have to say to that. Throw it out the window because it works just fine either way. I post around 5:45 a.m. because I leave the house at 6. And then once I get to work, I can't post again until about 3:45 when I get home. And that's been fine for me. So I post when I get home, whatever I do. Like, I forgot I made coffee today, but like sometimes I eat a snack or whatever. And I'm like, oh, let me do a post about this snack I'm eating or something. And then I usually post in the evening. I've been sticking with 3 a day because I think I was doing too many for a while. I would rather do 3 quality posts than 5, like winging it. And it's just because of time constraints. Like jobs, don't get me wrong, guys, jobs give you time constraints in the business. Like I get it. I work for about an hour every night, my power hour. That's it. I do a little in the morning if I have time before work, answering messages. And, I'll ask Jamie if we're like chilling on the couch, because I don't like to take away time from my family, like being absorbed in my phone, you guys know. But I say, hey, and this is important if you have spouses or boyfriends or whatever. I say, like, hey, babe, you care if I answer these messages while we're sitting here? And of course he's not going to care. But I let him know that he's first and I'm not obsessed with my phone. And I usually answer messages then. My next piece of advice, Shannon, would be, and I do this every single month because I have a full-time job, I set up my next month people before the previous month is over. Like right now in March, I'm at Success Club 10, and let me explain why. It's not because I just boomed out of the gate in March. It's because about 2 weeks ago in February, I had some people interested. And I said, hey, could you wait till March? It will help me out. And they're always down for it. They're like, yeah, sure. So like when March 1st comes, I'm like, hey, last day for the sale, get it today. Boom, Success Club. And I'll do the same thing this month. I'll have conversations later in the month and I say, hey, can you hold off till April 1st? Yeah, sure. People don't mind. Just be real with them and honest, because personally with my full-time job, I really don't have time to work with my team the way I want to. They know. I apologize for this all the time. We rarely get one-on-ones. That can't be a priority because of my job. And so I'm pretty available as far as text message and Facebook message, but, that power hour each night is enough. I hope that makes sense. Like just focus on what you can do with the time that you're given. And I race against the clock. Like last night I had 30 minutes to do my power hour and I put my music on and I sit here like blinders focused to-do list and I just like go to town and I take care of everything. And guys, it can be done in 30 minutes a night. I'm not going to lie to you. There are times where I don't have a full hour. You just have to have your list organized. And I can tell you my to-do list for today help you. Today was send 10 connection messages, and I do this all the time. It's not anything about Beachbody, no hidden agenda. It's someone who liked my page. I message them and I say, hey, thanks for showing the love on Facebook today. That's it. I don't say anything else. I sent 10 of those today. I created a March challenge group. I sent a one-on-one message to all of my personally sponsored coaches as I let them know I've hit my goals. I'm prepared to spend the rest of the month working with you, because you have to hit your goals first, guys. You have to lead by example. And worked in Coach Basics. That was my to-do list today. That was like 4 simple things that did not take an hour. Another night this week, I'll work some more. So it's a give and take process when you have a full-time job, and sacrifices will be made. Like I still haven't seen Once Upon a Time from yesterday and it's killing me, but this comes first. Once Upon a Time's not paying my bills. This is, Val's laughing. Like I'm dying. It's on Netflix, like pulled up for me to watch after this call, or Hulu, I mean. But another thing that I want you guys to know is like, there isn't a dream that's too big or dumb or whatever. Yeah, don't spoil my ending. I'll come through that screen, sister. Just kidding. I'm not violent. I started this business 15 months ago, and I've looked through who's on this call, so I feel like this is safe to say, but I would appreciate keep it on within our team because it's not public news yet. I started this business a year ago so that I could have options in life with my future family. Teachers in South Mississippi, unfortunately, do not make a whole lot of money. So what I'm about to say, don't be like, oh my gosh, she's making all this money with Beachbody, because the fact of the matter is teachers in South Mississippi just don't make a lot of money. So when I started this job with Beachbody, it wasn't my intention to say, oh, I'm going to quit teaching, but it was my intention to stay home with my future kids. And that's what I'm doing. And that why to me is big enough to keep me motivated. And when I had moments thought about quitting a long time ago, but that thought of what if one day is what keeps me going. So you need to find that possibility, because I'm here to tell you 15 months later, I can make that decision at any time that I choose. And that's a pretty freaking awesome feeling because of the hard work that I put into this business. So you need to understand that my office is this. See this? This is where we used to eat, but we don't anymore because this is where I work. It's just a little dining room table that someone gave to me when I got married in the dining room window. And I'm sure my neighbors think I'm nuts because they see me dancing in front of the computer. But like, you don't have to have all this fancy stuff to be a good coach. You don't have to have all this time to be a good coach. I see some more questions. With your new coaches, how often do you personally check in with them when you have them in your coach training so they don't feel overwhelmed? I do one post a day in their coach training, and then I have a pod message, and I usually tell them don't respond to the group. Like, I usually say whatever I need to say, and I'm like, shoot me a separate message back. But I post in my team page a topic every single day, but I feel like we talk about 3 to 4 times a week, and they know that. Like, Kate messaged me when she has something to talk about. I'm always there. But as far as reaching out to them, I'd say once a week. And they know, like, I tell them from the start, look, I'm a full-time teacher. I get to talk to you once a week. So it is what it is, you know, and one day maybe that will change. I would love to be able to talk with them more. And while I'm thinking about it, Katie down there at the bottom holding a new baby, girlfriend had a baby 2 days ago, and girlfriend is still like rocking her business. And at the end of February, I went to shoot her a message that I do at the end of the month. And I'm like, I haven't heard from her in like a day. Oh, because she just had a baby, and here she is on this call with her little baby in hand. So if that's a no excuses attitude, I don't know what is. So shout out, Katie. I just noticed you down there, and congratulations on that sweet little baby. And, you know, it just, it's things like that. That's what makes it worth it, because, you know, maybe this business will allow Katie to pay off any student loan she has. Maybe it'll allow her to stay home with Isaiah in the future. Maybe, you know, you can pay off Holly's here. Where's Holly Hurdle at? She's a full-time vet student. And Kate is also a full-time graduate student. Laura, what? I don't remember. You're working in Memphis, right? Laura has a full-time job. Crystal has a full-time job. Like, Dawn has a full-time job. Alden has a full-time job. And they're making it happen. And I like to think that it's because of the team culture we have of Hitting Success Club and just focusing on that. You can't focus on everything. Just focus on those baby steps. So that was a lot. Sorry, I rambled.
Love it. All right, guys, we are going to wrap it up tonight. I loved this call so much. The recording will be posted if you want to go back and listen to it. Take any more notes, share it with your teams. You know, it's always available to have the recording. So I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you all for taking the time out to hop on these calls, and we will see you guys later. Bye.